Hello, welcome to Brace and Edmunds Library Story Time. It's lovely to see you. Come on in, take a seat and let's get ready for today's story. Now with me today is my friend. She's called Nell and she's a lovely dog and she loves saying hello. She's gonna come a little bit closer. No, you can't lick their faces. No. Come on, Nell, come sit back down. She's very cheeky. That's right, give her a lovely wave. Oh, that's very kind of you. Lovely wave, she'll be very happy with that, won't you? Now, today we have got Nell's favourite story because it's about a detective dog who's also called Nell. Now, this wonderful story is written by Julia Donaldson and it's illustrated by Zara Ogilvie. And we'd like to say thank you to the publishers for kindly letting us share this with you today. So it's called The Detective Dog and we're going to find out what kind of adventure our detective dog has. There we go, The Detective Dog. There we go. There once was a dog with a keen sense of smell. She was known far and wide as Detective Dog Nell. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Time after time, Nell the detective solved crime after crime. Who threw the hazelnuts down from the trees? Can you see it's those cheeky squirrels? Who took the honey away from the bees? Who did the poo on the new gravel path? And how did the spider get into the bath? Sniff, 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 with a wag of her tail, Nell the detective was hot on the trail. Here she goes. Now, Nell shared her house with a person called Peter. A very nice child, though he could have been neater. And 6-year-old Peter was one of those boys who kept on mislaying his clothes and his toys. Sniff, 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 nose to the ground. These are the things the detective dog found. The bus in the bowl and the book in the bed, the sock in the sofa and the shoe in the shed, the tumble-down teddy, the bounce-away ball. Nell the detective discovered them all. Well done, Nell. Now, Nell did detection from Tuesday till Sunday, but did something totally different each Monday. She found Peter's bag and she tracked down her lead, then set off for school where she heard children read. The children loved reading their stories to Nell, and Nell loved to listen and also to smell. Sniff, 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 mixed in the air were plasticine custard and newly washed hair. The crusts in the bins and the coats on the hooks, but best smell of all was the smell of the books. Wow, what a lovely busy classroom that is. It looks like they're having lots of fun in there. Okay, books. Oh look, can you see her ears are up, listening carefully. Books about dinosaurs, books about knights, books about planets and meteorites, books about princes who turned into frogs, books about dragons and books about dogs. But then came a Monday when all was not well. Nell sniffed the air and she smelled the wrong smell. Let's see what happens. Into the classroom, the two of them hurried and found Mr. Jones looking terribly worried. He tugged at his hair and he let out a sigh. Peter looked round and he started to cry. What was Sniff, sniff, sniff. What was going on? The books, cried out Peter. The books have all gone. Look at those empty shelves. And everyone's looking very sad about it. What are we going to do? Nell gave a growl when she heard the bad news, but then started sniffing and searching for clues. Sniff, sniff, sniff. On the bookshelf, a cap. The thief must have dropped it, the terrible chap. Nell sniffed the cap. Then she tugged on the lead, whoosh, and woof! She was off at astonishing speed. Everyone followed Detective Dog Nell. She stopped at the traffic lights. There she is. What could she smell? Sniff, sniff, sniff. Haddock and hay. Pizza and penguins. And further away, the smell of the thief. How very exciting! Thousands of pages, all covered in writing. There they go. Then woof! They were off with no time for a stop past the farm and the zoo and the takeaway shop. They raced through a field where the rabbits smelled good, then over a golf course and into a wood. Can you see their journey all the way from the school? Past the farm, the zoo, takeaway place, the fields, and here into the woods. There she goes. Now the detective dog leading the way. They thrashed through the undergrowth, leafy and dense, till they came to a gate in an old wooden fence. Then Nell started growling and pricked up an ear. She barked, "Ruff!" and the bark meant, "The thief is in here." But there they go, there's the gate. Let's have a look. They flung the gate open and Peter cried, "Look!" For there sat a man with his nose in a book. There were many more books poking out of a sack, and the children yelled, "Those are our books! Give them back!" Sniff, sniff, sniff. The book thief looked sad. "I'm sorry," he sniffled. "I know I've been bad. Stealing is wrong. But I just meant to borrow. I was planning to give all the books back tomorrow." To borrow. To borrow. Nell pricked up her ear. She barked, "Ruff!" and the bark meant, "I've had an idea." What's Nell's idea? Let's have a look. Then, woof! She was off and away they all sped, including the book thief who told them, "I'm Ted." Sniff, sniff, sniff. They raced through the wood and over the field where the rabbits smelled good. They panted and puffed past the takeaway shop, the zoo and the farmyard with never a stop, except to retrieve Peter's scarf and his ball, which someone had thoughtfully placed on a wall, till they came to a building with doors open wide. And what did they see when they all went inside? Can you guess? Wow. Thousands of books from the floor to the ceiling. The books gave the thief the most heavenly feeling. He gazed in amazement. "Where am I?" he said. And Peter replied, "In the library, Ted. You can join if you want to. There isn't a fee, and then you can take lots of books out for free." Look, there's lots of people in there choosing their books and reading exciting stories. So, Ted has a lovely new library card and he sits reading his books in his little backyard. And when it's a Monday, Detective Dog Nell visits the school with the wonderful smell. Sniff, 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 with a faraway look. She smells and she listens to book after book. Like the idea of that as well, yeah? Books about dinosaurs, books about knights, books about planets and meteorites, books about princes that turn into frogs, books about dragons and dogs, and books about dogs. There we go. All the old books and a new one as well. The story of daring Detective Dog Nell. Can you see that book? It's been written especially for her. What a lovely addition to their books. It looks like the children are all making some books there. Wow, what a fabulous story and adventure. There we go. You enjoyed that book, didn't you? Yes. Hope you enjoyed the story as well at home. And what books are your favourite to read? There are lots in there. Nell liked all the stories that the children read to her. But I think Nell would love to know what type of books are your favourites too. So we're going to say bye-bye for now and look forward to seeing you next time at Story Time. Take care. Bye-bye.